us have those parts that we're not so proud of. We all have things that we love about ourselves, and then we have stuff that we know that if we could show up better or different. And that's just part of being human. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so today we're going to be using the Divine Animal Oracle deck. This is for spirit animals, so we're going to pull one card to see what energy you can bring to help you move forward on your path at this time. And then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. We'll pull a 3-card progression spread that shows us the past, present, and future, so we can see where we've been, where we're at, and where we're headed, so that if we need to make a course correction, we can do it at this time. And I do want to note that when I say that I'm going to do a 3-card spread, it usually ends up being a ton more cards than just 3 cards. That's where I start. The 3 cards is the base, and then I just start clarifying down from there to get more a fuller picture and more meaning out of what we see. So I'm not sure if I've ever explained that before, but I wanted to start explaining it now. That it isn't just 3 cards. It's usually a ton of cards by the time I'm done. All right. So I also want to say that I have been sick, so my voice may go in and out. So I apologize in advance for that. All right. So I'm going to set some intentions while I'm shuffling. The first intention is that anyone who finds this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. I set the intention that all of the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all of the right words, phrases, anything needed in order to communicate as clearly and as effectively as possible, so that the message can be received as it was intended. So if you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. I do 4 to 5 videos a week, and so if you hit the bell for notifications, it will let you know every time I post a new video. I do the zodiac readings monthly, but then I do other readings like Twin Flame, Ancestor Message, Angel Messages, Spiritual Path Guidance, and just different oracle decks that I have. All right, so we'll start all of this with a channeled message. What does Virgo need to know at this time? Emotions are high, cup runs over. Virgo has had an influx of positive emotions that are bringing strong feelings of gratitude. Blessings that have been long waited for are coming in, and they are overwhelmed with joy. There's a warning to know that life is filled with high moments and low moments and continuous cycles through the seasons of life. So when life does start to come down from the high wave that it is on, do not despair. See it for what it is, just another moment of life, and knowing that without the hard moments, we could not have the appreciation that we so clearly do for the great moments. So I think that's just a good reminder that even though it appears that you are in a really blessed season in life right now, abundant season of life, and everything feels really, really good, and it's easy to, ride that high. But, what goes up must come down, right? There's just always the constant balance. And so it's just knowing that when you start to feel, that sort of coming back down to reality, it doesn't mean that you're any less blessed than you are in this moment, or any less loved than you are in this moment, that you've done anything wrong. It's the cycle of life, that life is filled with both, positive and negative experiences, and they all have something, they shape us, and we learn and we grow from them. And then, the biggest message that any of the low times have for us gives us the greatest appreciation for when the stuff is going really well in our lives. You know, you can't appreciate light without dark. You can't appreciate silence, without noise. And you can't appreciate the really great moments without knowing what the really bad moments can feel like too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. What energy does Virgo need to help them navigate this time in their life, the season of life? What energy does Virgo need? Okay. We've got the bison. That is about ritual. Okay. And now then, past, take a deep breath. Past, present, future, Virgo. Past. We've got the King of Wands. That is confidence. It's usually an entrepreneurial spirit. Very driven. All right, present. Judgment. So this is like allowing your essence to shine. And future. Got the King of Cups. So that is two kings out on the table. And Judgment is, what sign is Judgment? Scorpio. So Judgment is Scorpio. It's about transformation. Okay. Start with the Oracle Bison. Okay. Ritual. Live with authenticity and peace. Do not live how other people wish you to live. Your life is yours. Bringing the peace of ritual into our lives can heal us, nourish yourself, and develop habits that are beneficial and useful for you and your family. The chief of the Lakota tribe was trying to lead his people through a large time of great famine. The buffalo had deserted them and no rain had fallen. He decided to send out 2 strong scouts to look for food. As they traveled through the difficult country, they found little but kept going. As they walked, they saw a lovely woman dressed in shining white upon the horizon. One of the scouts immediately lusted after the woman and shared with his companion that if she was beautiful close up as she looked from afar, he would seize her as his wife. The other scout saw beyond any desire and thought the woman looked otherworldly and perhaps was a sacred being. He shared his opinion with his friend and he warned him against offending the young woman. It was soon clear that the first scout would take nothing of the second scout's advice. The first scout tried to hug and kiss the woman, and quickly a thick white fog enfolded the two of them. Soon the cloud dispersed and only the woman remained. The second scout became terrified and drew his bow in defense. However, the young woman soothed him in his own language and told him there was nothing to fear. As she allowed him to step closer, he saw the dry bones of his more impertinent companion. Again, the scout became afraid and drew his bow, and again the woman calmed him and explained that she was divine walking and that she could not be harmed by his bow. She introduced herself as 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐊, White Buffalo Calf, and assured him that if the Lakota did all that she asked, that they would have a better, more prosperous, and peaceful life. White Buffalo Calf taught the Lakota the right way to live and worship. She was also responsible for introducing the sacred pipe and the profound ritual that accompanied it. The magic of the bison is an an ancient one that asks us to put aside the everyday and connect with the natural world and that of the spirits. Having everyday rituals is an important touchstone for mental and spiritual health. Keeping to good and positive ritual and habits for ourselves is something that with which the bison can help us. Okay. So in that, I did see, something about integrity coming out too. And just, honoring the holy spaces. But as far as the rituals, what am I getting from that? Is just finding ways to be able to connect with spirit, God, the universe, however, you see that. Just when you can make time, every day in some way to be able to connect, even if it's just like a morning prayer or just, daily affirmations, just something that is connecting you back to yourself, that is connecting you with God, something that helps to deepen your spiritual, your spirit, deepen your spirit. All right. So moving forward, we've got the King of Wands in the past. So the King of Wands is an entrepreneurial spirit, a natural born leader, ideas that can be ultra successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, fire. This fiery guy, he is charismatic and a natural born leader whose vitality emanates through his laughter and his obsession with a life well lived. As you dance into this energy, you may feel a surge of entrepreneurial passion that pushes you to the depths of your epic success. The card of moguls, masterpieces, and soul inspiration. The King of Wands calls you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you've got inside, and to be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of the stellar. Ground your vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas, and if you find yourself getting tripped up by the minutiae of the everyday, recruit help and map out the bigger picture. Holler passionately, invite others to see what you see. The shadow side of this energy is that you may not perceive your own blind spots because of an overzealous ambition. Keep arrogance and unrealistic expectations at bay and work out the kinks before charging ahead with your intensely vibrant heart. Passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. Sorry. All right, so there was just a lot of zest and vibrancy, passion that was moving you forward, to the space that you're at now, which is the Judgment. I've got I can't tell if it's like a hair or a piece of fuzz. It's just driving me nuts. Okay. So this is where we are right now. Judgment. Self-realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. You have judged others and have been judged yourself, and you are awakening to the understanding that the only approval that really matters is your own. Are you doing your best with others and with yourself? It's time to shed any negative facades. Drop the mask behind the mask. It may feel risky, yet this profound act of self-acceptance will unleash your absolute essence. You are light, shadow, matter, and consciousness, and you are a miracle. Why then do you keep your true nature hidden away from the world? There is no way to really understand your full potential until you are open and honest with your own heart, without judgment. To expand and evolve requires this colossal forgiveness of the self. Forgive your beautiful soul. Accept your beautiful heart. As you do, you consciously answer the call of your higher self, and the vastness of your horizons will make itself available to you. Hello, Essence. I invite you to show up every day. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. So you're being called right now to step into your, highest version of yourself. I'm going to ask, give me some more information about the call. Okay. All right. So let's see. So the first card that came out, this is a gift from the universe is being given to you. You know, all of this is it's your gifts coming out, your internal gifts that's always been there, being allowed to shine. We've got balance of the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card. And then the King of Pentacles is about just that fully, that's the third king that's come out. The only one missing is the Swords. So that is your clarity. But this is about just having that full abundance, being completely comfortable living in your abundance. But the card that did come out that confused me was the Seven of Swords. So this is a little bit of a sneaky, deceptive energy. Let me see. This is the clarification of the call that's being given to you right now. So the Seven of Swords in reverse is lying to yourself or others, a need for a perspective and honesty, secret, something stolen, taking more than your fair share, being held back by imposter syndrome. That one. So that's the thing, is maybe you haven't gotten fully confident enough in yourself about the direction that you're going. Maybe there's still a place that you know you're doing really great on all of these levels, but there's still this one thing that you just can't quite overcome yet. And I think that that one thing is much bigger in your head than what it is to really everybody else, and that's the part that is holding you back. So we're moving towards the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is love, emotional intelligence, patience, experience, stability and balance, creativity, diplomacy, someone supportive, being nurturing, a wise leader. He softens his gaze and reaches for his singing bowl. When something unexpected comes into the King of Cups awareness, something that may shake another person's composure and send them into a state of stress or anger, he regulates his emotional state with his mature, practiced, meditative energy. Finding the sweet spot between the empathetic heart and intelligent mind is the key to this successful leadership style. Allow your emotional intelligence to guide you as you seek to marry logic, kindness, and love. If you are in a situation that asks you to navigate tumultuous energies, find your grounded serenity by calmly choosing care and diplomacy over force. In shadow, this king can suggest that you may be feeling withdrawn, moody, or temperamental, or you may be losing touch with how others are feeling at this time. Stay clear of situations that feel emotionally manipulative. Instead, seek to understand others through empathy, tolerance, and compassion, and emotional fulfillment will be yours. My heart holds deep wisdom and love, and I use it to connect and lead. All right, so one of the thoughts that I was having with the channeled message is when it said emotions are high, cup runs over. I was thinking then heart chakra opening, and this card is really kind of talking about living in that space, of your heart space, having the heart wide open. And with there being three kings coming out, something else that has come to me is that is a call to step into a leadership role, because a king is a leader. He is the leader of a usually of a country, but a large domain. And so that would be part of the call that I'm seeing too, is that you are going to step into more of a leadership type of position. So let's get some more information about that. So tell me about, tell me more about where we're headed. Okay. All right, so we've got the Ten of Swords came out in reverse. So that's a letting go. But it's resisting it. So resisting the inevitable, not wanting to let go of negative emotions. A narrative rooted in lack and helplessness. So this may still be not letting go of whatever, like I said, that whatever that one little thing is that you're still stuck on. And it may be a lack mentality. It may be that you feel like your dreams never can fully be realized. But the rest of this, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about collaborating with other people, putting your talents together to create something beautiful together. We've got the Queen of Swords, which is about using your logic and wisdom, making very wise decisions, but being very decisive, knowing exactly what you want and being very clear about that. It's a clear communication, which leads to the Six of Wands. So this is complete success, and I'm going to read that card. Six of Wands. Huge success, leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory, optimism, inspiring others. Relish the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working toward is finally coming to a successful fruition, and it's time to celebrate your wins. Gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of accomplishment and allow the supportive community around you to witness and appreciate the progress that you've made. Taking time to see your own radiance is as important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will seed more of it. Others will turn to you for wisdom now, so step up and share your brilliance. In shadow, this card points to shying away from the public attention and hiding your light from the world. It may also indicate someone who craves external validation instead of turning to their own inner compass to define success. Remember that no one else in the world has your magic, and that the most important person to impress wholeheartedly is yourself. I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. So this is, like I said, a very public sort of success, and just combining it with just allowing yourself to really be seen. Just let your inner essence shine. It's who you truly are, and just knowing that all of us have those parts that we're not so proud of. We all have things that we love about ourselves, and then we have stuff that we know that if we could show up better or different, and that's just part of being human. All right, so what can you do right now that's going to help bring about this success? So we've got the Six of Swords. This is really moving away from those old stories. And then again, this is Eight of Wands. It is travel. It's movement. It is actually, making that choice to, we are going to keep going, even if it feels scary, even if there's these parts that could still be better. We're choosing to move forward. And then this Nine of Wands it's that last defense. It's that final last stand. So I'm going to read that one to you. Nine of Wands. Okay. Determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. Don't give up now. You're almost there as you round the corner towards success, something may surface that threatens your feeling of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient last stand, one final push to complete this task, and tomorrow you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests that you are making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may even be inadvertently choosing the more difficult path because you believe on some level that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas you have about navigating specific lessons on the path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. I push beyond my own perceived limitations and I remain open and trusting as I do. All right, so I think that's a pretty good guidance where we're at. All right, so I'm going to pull some of the clarifying questions. I'm not going to do an extended just because my voice is still trying to recover from being sick. But I do want to ask some of the deeper questions that I typically do ask in the extended. So, let's see. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. Okay. And I do want to remind that these are collective readings, and so you know, you may not connect with everything that I say in these readings, and that's okay. But there may be, one part that you're able to take from it, and that's sort of, what's expected. You'll know, what resonates with you because you'll lean in. You'll want to hear, exactly what I'm saying. So only take the parts that resonate. Don't try to force, stories that just aren't meant for you. You will know when it is meant for you, okay? If you want a personal reading, I have a link for that down in the description box. But these, like I said, are more for collective. All right. So just with the situation that we're in right now, which, it looks really positive. Like I said, everything just seems like the biggest thing that is holding you back is just your own mindset about not being perfect. It's just trying to be a perfectionist is what I'm getting from that. All right, so what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Okay. Well, there's the other king that didn't come out. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So that is a very compassionate, that is usually the heart chakra opening card for me. The King of Swords is that, truth and wisdom and clarity. It is, a very wise leader. We've got the Lovers. So you could be having a high level connection. This is high level soulmate connection. And then we've got the Seven of Swords. This is making sure that you're going about it in the right way. That, to me, that's just a caution of just making sure that your motive, the integrity that we talked about, with the Oracle card. Just making sure that we're not being sneaking around, or that's okay. All right. All right. What do you need to be mindful of? Okay. All right. So the Hangman is making sure that you're seeing things from all the perspectives. We've got the Moon is, there might be things that are still a little bit hidden and unclear. And then the Queen of Cups, I think that is just making sure that you're coming from that place of compassion, you know, reaching to others from the right reason, from the right space. Okay, what does this situation look like in 6 months? Let's see. So we've got the Eight of Cups. That is moving on from, you know, things that no longer serve you. We've got the Death card, which is just transformation. So something is going to completely change. And then there is going to be a significant offer, a romantic offer, possibly some temptation. All right. How can you stay positive at this time? Okay, so the moon is facing your fears, you know, going into those dark places and, you know, knowing, you know, that that is where the truth is found. You know, you've got to face those places. That's where, you know, it's at. We've got the Five of Pentacles. I see this as the charity and just being grateful for the people who are helping you out, and, you know, because people have helped you, you help others, passing it on. The Seven of Wands is about really standing up for what you believe. And then the Ten of Pentacles is your abundance. I'm going to read that card. That is usually your complete fulfillment. Okay. A wooden chest of pentacles lies under a tree. Two rats explore the shiny contents of the chest. Whose chest is this? Why is it unattended and open? Aren't they afraid someone will take them? Evidently, the owner isn't too concerned. Since this is a 10, it reflects the wheel and at the end of a cycle. Whoever owns this chest probably left it for someone else to find. That has a nice unified feel to it. They left a chest of pentacles to repay the universe for the single pentacle that was given to them a long ago in the form of the Ace of Pentacles. You have reached the end of a cycle. You've learned all that you care to learn. You've invested all you want. You're ready to move on to something new. Just as you've received a gift to start off, why not share your abundance with someone else? Be aware of holding on to things when you'll never use them again. That tennis racket was great while you played. Now pass it on to someone new. So, yeah, I think that just bringing in, you know, random acts of kindness, you know, just little acts of charity, you know, I think that that's how you can remain positive and, you know, keep that feeling of abundance, is to give out of that space. What is in your highest good at this time? Okay. We've got the walking away from the things that no longer serve you. Got the Two of Pentacles. That is bringing balance back into your life, but especially between your spiritual and material life. And then the Strength. Just staying strong through this. Allowing growth. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you need to know? So this transformation is fated. It's judgment. And it's bringing you to the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is, it's a long-term committed relationship. It's the marriage card. The Four of Wands. Okay. So, a contented, affectionate family stands amongst four wands topped with a wreath of flowers. They have focused their will and achieved a stable, satisfying result. The pillars and lush flora indicate stability and abundance. The dragonflies show a joyful, magical sense of happiness. The wreath represents a sense of unity and beauty. Like the emperor, they work together for the good of all and created an environment where they can all find fulfillment. You have achieved a satisfying goal. Take time to celebrate this. Be proud of what you have done. Be aware of dissatisfaction. This is not a time to be critical of your accomplishment. So, I mean, this is, celebration, for the success that you have had coming in. So, I think that's a great space to stop. And so I like, where this has been. I like where it said that you're at this time. And I just, I think you should enjoy it for everything that it's worth. All right. So, like I said, I am not going to do an extended on this. So, I hope that you've gotten something positive out of it. If you have, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications. I would also appreciate it if you would like, comment, or share. That helps more people to be able to see the video. And if you are interested in a personal reading, again, that link is down in the description box. All right. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.